Hello, today's lesson is on expanding brackets in our theme of algebra. Okay, so before we look at expanding brackets, I want to just introduce this question. Now, there's lots of ways of doing this, and I want you to show one way where we use brackets. So we can think of the 42 as 4 tens and 2 units. So we could think of it as multiplying 5 with the 40. So we do this, add, so we do 5 times 40, add 5 times 2. Yep, so we do the 5 times 40 first to get 200, plus 5 times 2 is 10, add them together and we get 210. That's one way. I know there's lots of other ways of doing multiplication, but I'm using the bracket way today to help us later on when we go with using algebra in brackets. Okay, so write that method into your book, please, and you're going to have a go at doing this one. So, pause the video, have a go at doing this question here, please, 3 times 54, using the same method of brackets. So your first line would be splitting up the 50 into 50 plus 4. Okay, you've had time to pause the video, and this is what you should have got. You do 3 times 50 first, and then you add it to 3 times 4. So you're multiplying the 3 with the 50 and the 3 with the 4. 3 times 50 and 3 times 4. If you put those two together, your answer is 162. So, well done for getting that question right. Now let's look at how we involve that with algebra. So, write each example into your book, please. And this is called Part A. There are 4 parts to today's lesson. So we do this exactly the same as we do multiplying out numbers, but we just have letters instead of the numbers. So we say it's 3 times y plus 3 times 4. And these kind of arrows help us to say that we're multiplying everything on the outside with everything inside. And the shorthand way of writing 3 times y is just 3y plus 12. And that's my answer. Okay, I leave my answer as an expression in terms of y. I don't know what y, the value of y is, so I just leave it like that. So let's do one more example like that before you have a go at doing some yourself. So I'm going to do 2 times m, and then 2 lots of negative 5, or negative 2 times 5. 2 lots of m is 2m, minus 2 times 5 is 10. And that's my end expression. So you've got 2 examples there to follow. And I'd like you to, having those 2 examples, you can hopefully see this one on the video, have a go at doing these 2 here. So pause the video and do those 2, please. Right, so the answers you should get: 4 times y is 4y, plus 4 times 2 is 8. Next one, 5 times m is 5m, 5 lots of negative 3 is negative 15. So here are your 2 answers. Okay, now we're on to part B. So part B is examples like this. So almost the same, it's just that we've got 2a here and we've got another letter here. So not much difference, exactly the same principle. So write this example in your book. 4 times 2a is what we're doing first, plus 4 times b. 4 lots of 2a is 8a, plus 4b, and there's my answer as an expression in terms of A and B. Okay, let's do one more just to practice. 3 3 times 2 is 6, minus 3 lots of 4y. 3 times 4y. 3 times 4y. So I've got 6 minus 3 times 4y is 12y. And there's my end answer. Right, so I want you to pause now and have a go at these two questions here, please. Okay, well done. So 5 times 2p is 10p, minus 5 times 4 is 20. Next one, number 2. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 lots of minus 3m is negative 18m. Right, part C we're on to next. Okay, now part C we're going to recap quickly on how to multiply numbers where we have the base is the same and we've got powers here, and the missing powers is 1. So we did a lesson on this earlier, and what we do is we remember we add the powers. So y times y is y squared. So what would we get here? Well, we add the powers, we get a 3. What would we do here? We add the powers, so we get 7. We add the powers, so we get 10. So we're going to use that now when we're multiplying out brackets. So let's look at this example here. Y times y, we've got first, y times y plus y times 4. Y times y, add the powers, is y squared. The shorthand way we write numbers first and then the letter 4y. Y times 4 is 4y. Okay, so write these two examples in your books. The next one, 2m times m squared minus 2m times 3. So what do we do here? Or we add the powers, so that'll be 2m cubed minus 6m, multiply the 2 with the 3. We can't put these together, they are unlike terms. Remember we did simplifying as well before half term. Okay, so now we are ready for you to have a go. Try these 4 questions. These are to support you with part C. So pause the video and do those 4, please. Right, okay, let's go through the answers. P times P, P squared, minus 2P. M times M squared, add the powers, M cubed, minus M times 4, 4M. Remember there's a 1 here, times these two together, so we add the powers. Times these two together, so we add the powers. I'll do this last one long ways. 3a times 2a, so I'll show you all the method for this one, minus 3a times a squared. So do the 3 times the 2, 6, a times a squared, minus 3, and then add the powers. Okay, so it'd be good to write that last one specifically into your books, a difficult one there, kind of a challenging one. Right, so well done, that's the end of our lesson today. And you have a learning check now. Just going to check you can see all of those. So yeah, you can see all of those. So that's your learning check. I'd like you, this is your compulsory work to have a go at these 12 questions, 4 of each part of the video. And also I'm set a challenge on the next page if you found that easy to do those 2 questions. Okay, have a nice day.